Still reeling from Tiamat's now broken influence, Brahma is not well. qouccw sees a vision of the traces of Malith within him, entering Brahma and displacing Tiamat for good. With Myliki still within Walnut, the two lover goddesses are now together, but another bond has been severed. Fen, from Team N, wishes to explore a physical and potentially romantic relationship with qouccw. His sorrow is only matched by his ambivalence. Rosie Beestinger reveals to the team that the Shadow Council has tasked her with the assassination of none other than Omen Drawn, and that she is beholden to the Shadow Council for past misdeeds. Walnut, torn between friendship and duty, narcs on Rosie immediately. Our heroes learn that a challenge at Acq Inc. headquarters will decide which team gets the exclusive wildcard license, a valuable document allowing a team to take jobs far outside their jurisdiction. The gauntlet has been thrown. Our C team against former wildcard holder Team B, consisting of Walnut's archenemy Oak True Strike, Oculus and Obviator Modron, Phoenix Anvil, The Living Mistake, and Pendragon Beestinger, a son with an axe to grind, metaphorical axe because he's a wizard. Omen confronts Rosie and reveals he owes the Shadow Council a small fortune. The assassination order was signed by a breakaway group within the council, known as the Umbra. During Phase 1 of the wildcard competition, Pendragon attacks Rosie but is incapacitated. The C team wins. In Phase 2, both teams appear in an illusory version of the Arcanical Gardens, where they revert to school-age versions of themselves. Each team must build a golem to defeat the other's golem in battle. Walnut and Donaar bond over the construction of a fire and steam golem, while qouccw sabotages the B team's flesh golem. During the fight, Pendragon purposely destroys the Death Ward glyph to attack Rosie, but is instead killed himself. It would appear that when you die in the illusion, you die in real life. With the wildcard license in hand, the C team next travels to the Crypt Garden Forest, where a druid named Salith seeks a lost daughter. Known only to qouccw, the daughter is Walnut. His unwanted patron god, the Sanguilith, in a show of power, rewrote time to change Walnut's father to the despicable Mendus Vale. He tells Walnut this, who gives him her trust, but the rekindling of their friendship is undone when qouccw corrects the timeline to restore Salith as Walnut's true father. At long last, we come to the Vistani wedding rings carried by the C team. If the wedding ritual is performed on the echoes of Myliki and Malith, now within Walnut and Brahma, the Sanguilith could be weakened. For this important task, Omen dispatches Strix to assist. Brahma asks Walnut if this ritual is just performative or the start of a real marriage. Walnut's uncertainty disappoints Brahma. Rosie plans the wedding, and Grovekeeper Nilayan officiates. But the Sanguilith will not be undone so easily, sending amethyst scorpions to attack the ritual. Incredibly, Asmodeus, Supreme Master of the Nine Hells, assists Nilayan in fighting off the creatures, and Donaar makes good on a season-long Chekhov's werebear fight, transforming into a bear himself. With the ritual complete, Brahma takes on the form of the avatar of Malith, obliterating the Sanguilith's forces and bowing to Walnut. Nilayan does not hide her jealousy. Meanwhile, Grella, a reasonably liked NPC, reveals that she is a member of the Shadow Council, who will not hesitate to make Rosie's life miserable should she fail to complete the assassination of Omen Drawn. And as if things couldn't be upended anymore, Walnut and Donaar receive word from the Home Office that they are to switch career tracks. Donaar is now the official documancer, and Walnut is left with the job of Decisionist, Level 1. Now, armed with all the Season 2 lore you need.
Now armed with all the Season 2 lore you need. Get ready for Season 3 of Acquisitions Incorporated, the C Team.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulchre, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expended remarks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line initially twice.
Yep. Hello. I am Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Minifus Hereward Drawn, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated, but today I am your internet friend, Jerriford K. Horcrims, and I'm here to run a game of Dungeons & Dragons for my friends. Specifically, to my right, Dragonborn Narcissist, Donaar Blitz, and Donaar Blitz there! Oh,
Roll out of bed like this.
Hashtag. To the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut on grass, qouccw!
He's waterproof. This is a bird. I was so excited to cheer for you that water got everywhere.
You got moistened?
Yeah.
Ritually?
Can we start over?
Yeah.
Yes. If we
Fix this in post?
Hello. I'm sorry. No, to my left, not your grandma's grandma, except in those rare cases where she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie B. Stinger.
What?
Really?
Wow. Just a little glam.
Wow.
New year,
Is that
new year, new
there
me.
the whole time?
The whole time.
Holy shit.
Last
All
3
season.
years.
Yes. 2 years of it.
No, what we discovered for some reason is that this Carolina game table has a hole. I don't know what else you would do with this hole.
Your pen.
What kind of pen?
This is a
It's a
huge
lipstick.
pen.
It's a lipstick hole.
It's only for a lipstick hole. I
thought
feel
that
like
was
that
for,
is
like,
very forward thinking.
A screw, or I thought it was part of like the
Like you could put
construction.
a double deck
I thought-
one.
but no, there's nothing in there.
I think that it's for lipstick.
No, it's for lights. You put the thing in here and then you put the jib.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Cathrist. Hey, back. He's back,
Alright,
everybody.
It happens.
Now,
Gross.
Yuck.
when last we saw our heroes, that you should be more or less caught up at this point, I'm sure, with the last 150 hours of our of our digital and live
that all?
content.
I think it might be more than that.
That was
now.
a guess.
It's more than that.
That was a guess. But should you need a brief refresher, of course, I, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims, will be more than happy to assist you. The most recent piece, I would say, the very, very most recent piece, is that when dispatched to the city of Sinter, far to the east of the Drawn Corridor, where we typically lay our scene, it abuts the Anarok Desert, which is Spooksville Central. Let's just say that. They have a type of, I don't know if have you ever seen the super old art, Kate, for the Faerûn?
No.
It looks like a beholder, except it has like bodybuilder arms. Like literally, it's like a flying beholder with bodybuilder arms. And somebody was like, man, beholders are so fucked up. They're so scary. I can't think of any way they could be scary. Wait a second. What if they were also physically strong?
Was it like all 9 stalks were different
No,
arms?
it's just
oh, it's just
two
a beholder with
human-looking
2 arms. Okay.
What's
No,
in the-
that's
what's
connected
fine.
to an orb?
That's fine.
What's in
Yeah.
the front? Eyeball?
So it's like a Geodude?
Eyeball. Yeah.
Like a Pokemon?
Yeah, I guess it's like a flesh. It's like a Geodude, but made of skin instead.
Call me one
Yum.
of those 9 arms.
You know what I mean? It's like wake me up, right?
Yeah.
Wake me up.
But out on this eastern ridge, of course, the wildcard license allows radical new tasks to be undertaken.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Whoa, dude.
It was radical.
we're talking about kickflips. Talking about backward 970s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ollies.
Dudical.
In any case, we're going to hurt Amy if we continue with this. The main thing that you have to derive is that the team was sent to this far eastern location to determine the whereabouts of a team that had gone missing. It was not until halfway through that terrifying episode that they would discover that this new team that had gone missing was actually Dol Droma's initial team, the team that she founded and was given a little chunk of the Forgotten Realms to mess around with.
It's Team E, right?
I forget which team it was. But I have a
World's
list.
turn on these decisions.
I have a
People
list
want to
of-
know.
She used to
You
be
got
Team
a
Naiad.
1 in
Exactly.
26 chance.
Exactly. I have a list of names for individual people, but not for teams. I'm sorry.
We already have a
Timmy.
cauldron tip. I'm seeing.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to.
All right.
Listen, I'm just trying to tell you an important story. Okay, I just hang on. I'll give you your tip. See, the icon's coming up. We're gonna get to the tip. Just
No,
hang on.
the tip is none of
Tip
what I
it
said.
now, Jerry.
All right. Here, I'll just tip it. You're a very special boy, Ryan.
Thank you.
The universe
Thank you. Is
agrees.
everyone welcome? That was
He's
the tip.
all bottled up from our break. Sorry,
Now-
everybody.
A bad day. Take it out on the three of you.
On a journey
Not precious
through
Amy. She
on a journey through the
spared
desert.
my wrath.
Through the desert.
Crosstalk.
Indeed, right? Watch the crosstalk. On his journey through the desert to find the fate of this new team of Dol Dromas, they discovered terrifying body after terrifying body. That's how I would put it. We can feel different ways about it if we want to. But it was deeply unpleasant. At least it was my intention. Hopefully you came along with me.
I was okay with it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Until ultimately they made contact with Dol Droma herself, substantially altered from her original office buddy guys. Still a documancer, but convinced somehow by her new ally, Jeff Magic, leader of the Six, that
Blech.
just as the contracts a documancer might weave to control social and business space have power, there are contracts, relationships, and agreements that exist throughout the multiverse, and they can be modified or nullified even in the same way. Now, before we get underway, let us emphasize that there is a couple new twists, especially since there's a few charges in the pot, so to speak. There are a few charges in there. So the way that it works this season is 2 charges, as always. Allows players to use their special character powers. You remember them. They are a feast for the senses. 2 charges may also be used to grant advantage or disadvantage on any roll.
That's new.
Doesn't even have to be your roll.
Wow.
4 charges
Get 'em.
may be used to re-roll any set of dice. So let's say that you did not have advantage, but you realized that you would much rather succeed than fail. You can basically rewind time a very short amount, and Ryan has agreed to make the rewind sound.
I
If you
suggested
could.
we all do it.
But
You give us
something like that.
You're bipping in your bubble.
Going again.
Missy Elliott at the C team table. You heard it here. Reroll anything.
Hey, worse.
Reroll anything completely. Okay, that includes a handful of dice for damage.
Point
is
of-
a perfect
point of
example.
order.
Yep.
When you re-roll it,
Yep.
do you have to take the re-roll, or can you,
You do.
choose to take the higher one? Okay,
That's true.
just checking.
I would use it when you really
horrible.
want to use it.
Yeah.
Now, so that is the information I think we need to begin playing Season 3 of Tessie Teams.
I'm ready.
The only missing piece of information that might assist in getting things underway Season 3 style is that even now, the party has sort of come to rest with their cart and their horse equivalent mechanical entity, Coriander. A very brief time ago, they stood in front of a scooped out negative dome in the earth where the town of Sinter had been. And only a second or so ago, the city in its entirety descended from the sky, smashed sideways into this, and is now more or less an undifferentiated pile of wet rubble. That is more or less the information I have for the party. We can take it to the hoop from here.
I look at Dol Droma and I say, "Teach me."
That's oh.
Oh boy.
So there is I guess one final thing
What?
is that she rolled a natural 20 on her attempt to persuade you
right.
that there is in fact a deeper documancy. And we didn't have to roll anything for Thriss because he believes that this is true anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you two saw it, and we didn't, right? That's how you described it to me, that we didn't know what was happening and we didn't
see Sinter get destroyed?
No, that's how you said it at the table.
I thought we were all pulled.
You were all pulled
the
from
site.
piece to piece
Yeah.
through here.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody saw
Indeed.
it
We
happen.
all see this thing
Indeed.
fall.
And it happened.
And it's real.
And
It wasn't
Walnut,
like a vision.
Walnut is
No.
all about it
Yes.
because destruction of cities is right in her wheelhouse.
Destruction of cities. Some way to do contracts now that documency has been taken away from her.
Oh God.
Is a city not a forest friend, in a way? An aggregate.
It's the opposite of a forest friend.
It's like a squirrel.
and it must be put to death.
Wouldn't Dol Droma know that you're not a documenter anymore, or no?
Let's not tell her.
pretty
Teach
new.
me.
Absolutely.
She'll have to charge.
Yeah.
I think we should hear her out.
Absolutely. Now, who has damage on them
I-
currently?
Yeah,
Me,
think
I
we're
do.
all good. How'd you
I-
get damaged?
Because I tanked a bunch of walnut stabs.
My character sheet on D&D Beyond, the finest website, is completely full of health points.
You're good. You're in good
Oh, yeah. Josh, if you would be so kind.
I guess we're going to change that, though.
Yeah.
Well,
I missed it.
So you are watching the rubble settle and gently leak in places in what is essentially a demonic crock pot in this dark, evil caldera in front of you. And as you were watching this piece of information, you can feel the weight of Coriander's nuzzle underneath your right arm, and she begins to lick furiously on your wounds, where the plates have separated, where injuries have found their way through. And you can feel this slightly warm, itching sensation as these injuries are stitched up. Thank you, Josh.
Ooh.
Full heal?
Full heal.
you like that horse now?
No, the whole time I'm just pushing this thing away. Like, yeah, stop.
But you can't, the licks. It's like you would have to wrestle this thing so hard.
Yeah.
It's like I have this issue with my larvae, where I used to be able to wrestle them real good,
Yeah.
and now
Horse wrestle.
and now it's they're more vigorous than I.
Yeah.
Like obviously my advanced age doesn't help,
Yeah, how could it?
but this horse is going to give you lickings, and there's not much for it.
And it's, her tongue doesn't feel great.
I mean,
Oh no,
I gotta.
it's like a blackberry bramble, and it's
Yeah.
terrible.
So we're all kind of just watching this from.
Not far away.
Yeah.
Right.
Close enough to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe 80 feet
I mean,
away.
it's nice to be healed a solid, I don't know, 13 or so. But I mean, Donaar is weapon out. Abject destruction of a city is not something good people do. Like, I'm gonna start swinging on her. So I'm a little distracted by the horse doesn't really come into play here.
You didn't even notice this. No.
I know. I'm like, wow, sorry. I just watched a town get dropped on part of a town.
I look at Donaar and I go, push your weapon away. She has something to teach me.
Listen, I agree with Big Boy here that it's a little gauche, Dol Droma. I'm sorry, but if this was necessary, we don't understand how this power works, but, you know, it's a little kind of grandstanding. You know, it's not like big power energy.
This is rich, considering the source of your own power, Mr. Draub.
Oh, I'd be the first to agree with you that that fellow is not only a god of mouths, but a loud mouth and quite a show-off. I'm not a big fan myself.
I think we can hear her out with our weapons out.
Can we hear how many screams of all the people that died? Do we hear that?
I think we should put it to a vote.
How many people just died?
I
I
think she's.
slam down my coin.
I pull out my sword. I don't care. This isn't a vote.
Multiple swords?
And I prepare to hit her. This is not something good people do. You don't blow up towns
Yeah.
and then say, well, we'll parlay.
Do we hear? Were there people in it? Maybe it was just the town. Maybe the people weren't in it anymore. Like, did she just like teleport them? Because obviously Rosie has family there. She wouldn't want them to die either, but she wants to know. Like,
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of a value judgment to suggest that the town was good.
yeah, I mean,
You know,
it sucked
it
when we
could've
were there.
been-
Tried to kill all of us. So
Let's not be hasty.
Just
Sounds like 4-1.
mass murder is mass murder.
say we put it to a vote. What do you think?
What?
Yeah, we put it to a vote. All in favor of hearing her out, say aye.
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 But I'll put my hand on my weapon if it makes you
Yeah.
feel better.
Yeah.
Just for a moment.
I'll have my shit at the ready.
Sure.
But I
Because
want.
it looks bad, but it's on her to, sort of
Maybe it's not
ease
as
us
bad as it
in
seems.
to what's going on.
No. This still seems bad.
We can always kill her after she explains
This still
herself.
seems bad.
I understand.
Donaar is a shaky paladin at best, but this
But
seems
still a paladin.
but still a paladin, and this still seems like we just
Now-
witnessed a lot of abject murder.
Now, Donaar, when you were a decisionist, we respected the vote. Are you going to
Respect the office.
Are you going
You
to
know what I mean?
disrespect the vote now? Are you going to turn this into
We didn't
anarchy?
vote every time there was combat.
We voted.
Maybe
when
we
there was-
should have.
Yeah, maybe we should have.
Yeah,
That was an
new
oversight. That
I'll be
you
the first to
should've-
say it wasn't the best decision.
Let's start up. Let's say.
But I'm a
let's
great
start
documenter.
Like a new. Let's start a new season. What do you think? We'll just start a whole new.
New season.
New
unique.
season, new you.
Change some stuff up.
Yeah.
See what happens. Yeah, I like that.
Sounds like it's 4-1.
Unanimous then.
I mean, is she saying anything?
Rosie
He's
just-
voicing these concerns loudly,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's not being persuaded.
Right. Rosie, she walks up to Donaar and puts her tiny little hands like on his elbows. She goes
Underneath?
She just whispers. She just goes, "Hold, person." She doesn't have the spell, but she,
But it might work.
You dork.
All right. She's got one chance to
course.
say something right here.
Mom's spaghetti. I agree.
Yeah.
I stand between Donaar and her.
I'm over with.
It's just a choice of who I want to draconic entitle at this point.
Yeah.
I'm over with Dol
Her,
Droma.
you.
While this is being argued still, I'm like, so you've created like a contractual, you've discovered like a documentic handle to approach.
Well, she says I didn't discover it. It's simply there.
Who was the first to use it?
They were the first. You will meet them. You will meet them, Mr. Drought.
I have no problem with that.
I very much want to meet them.
Dol Droma turns to you, Donaar, and says, if this could all be undone, would that please you?
Yes.
Would you like to learn how?
Yes.
Thank you. I needed your permission. And then you start to see around you. Actually, different people are going to see this in a different way. So I should take that.
Delightful.
I like that a lot. I'm gonna make note of that.
I should take that moment. So Walnut, you have a sense. You've always had a sense, but you don't always have the opportunity.
Are you talking to Rosie?
Yeah, exactly, Rosie. You don't always have the opportunity. I'm talking to Kate.
Who's Kate?
You mean Walnut?
I mean, Mom.
I'm talking to the police.
No.
right now.
Hello? No. So you have had a sense, ever since your conversations with Saeed, that Shadow, sometimes you're worried and sometimes it's just a piece of information you think is important and noteworthy. You think the Shadow might be the default.
What do you mean?
There's so much of it. And every real thing casts it.
I see.
You're starting to think that maybe Shadow is the assumption. And then it's like different kinds of set dressing established.
So, in the sense, like if we were talking about a magic system, Rosie's starting to think that Shadow is.
She's starting to get legitimately Sandersonian. up in this piece.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
Okay, so Shadow, she is, and this is only happening just now as Dol Droma is showing us this.
You've thought about this for a while. When you had a chance to operate, first of all, the first moment that it came to the fore, that it was brought into relief, was in the fact that your staff, which you had come to trust was indeed granted to you, was never a staff, actually. It was a configuration of an immense volume of shadow. So it occurs to you from time to time, and now you're seeing something that is almost like a Exhibit A, where the shadow that you suspect is between everything
Yeah.
takes the fore.
Okay.
And all the things that the shadow is binding together are beginning to recede.
Okay. So things are falling apart?
Yes, well, dissolving,
Okay.
functionally speaking, into an infinite volume of shadow, if that's a comfort for anyone. Now,
Dark everything.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Incredible new shirt on the store now.
Imagine a dark.
I can do it. Okay, so my reality and all my friends and everything I see is sort of like dissolving into like a gray blob.
Well, it isn't so much a blob, it's that this might be the actual shape. Is that the shapes the shapes you've been around long enough,
Right.
and it's up to you what this information means, but you've been around long enough that you know that people change.
Sure.
They change over time.
Sure.
You meet someone, you have a child. That child changes from the beginning to here. This may be another type of change.
Okay. So it's like I've done DMT and I'm seeing into the fifth dimension.
Which is,
right now.
yeah, and you're gonna have a conversation with the snake masters
Yeah.
of that place.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Dude, that is
I don't know how I'm going to talk myself out of this place if I can't talk to the snake masters.
Here, hold on a second. Here, excuse me, stream. Just one moment. Just hang on a second. I'll be back. We're gonna do the whole thing. So you've talked to these people. Everybody, isn't it weird that like multiple people seem to have the same fucking experience with this thing?
Are you Joe Rogan right now?
No.
Just do a quick Rogan.
No.
Yeah.
I just think it's really weird. The stories that they say.
Well, table talk.
The story here, table talk.
Josh,
DMT,
bring up that
be
video
there.
of that chick.
Josh, give me some DMT. We're gonna get fucked up during
Yeah,
table talk.
five DMTs, please.
Hi.
Double.
I got mine right here.
Exactly. So Cathris, you see, as you're watching this, I mean, it's like just in the pit of your stomach, just feels like it's filling with granules of hot sand. There's just that accompanies like that. Anytime you suspect you're about to be exposed to new information.
Ooh.
And you're disappointed because it seems like it might not happen. You turn away, everyone gets in the cart and drives away. But then you're excited again because that's not what happened. That's just one of the things that could have happened. But that's not the track you're on. The track you're on involves everything seeming to expand to its maximal dimension. And now you exist within a physical lattice where space and perhaps time are irrelevant.
I thought I did before.
Yeah.
But this now is the real deal.
Versus into inflation. Very cool.
Very cool.
So thank you very much. Very
Oh,
cool.
all the sand. Oh, what am I gonna do with it?
There's plenty of sand.
Gets everywhere.
Well,
Boy, howdy.
you
Bathing
begin,
suit.
you feel cold.
Okay.
Just, you have never been this cold in your life.
Okay.
It is a constant raking wind that occupies the totality of your senses.
I'm not getting any information. I'm just getting cold.
You are just buffeted by a endless torrent of wind that if you had to put a name on it, it seems hungry.
I was gonna say polar vortex.
I seem to think that this is something I have to suffer through to know whatever truth is being offered to me, so I just bear it.
Out of this wind, Dol Droma's face becomes very close, and she puts a hand on your shoulder, and it's almost like the center of a wind tunnel. This violent expression of cold just sort of goes around you a foot or so, and you can see that Dol Droma is here, but her body is changed
Okay.
substantially. You were not this close to her before.
Okay.
The smell of death
Oh.
and her coordinate outside the natural order is impossible to sequester when she is this close.
Dol Droma was a dragonborn, yeah?
Indeed, she's a platinum dragonborn.
And what does she look like now?
She had comely plates and spikes that bloomed out in the back, and now they are blunted in places, and you suspect that the sheen is either very deep under something or gone forever.
Can I reach out and try and touch her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I try and put my hand on her shoulder. What do I feel?
You feel underneath her customary sorcerer's robe. You could the shoulder is just bone.
And I say, is this it?
No. No.
I go,
There's more.
show me more.
It takes time.
Okay.
What was her? Is she still the lower half mess? Right? Wasn't she like all
Yeah, her
entwined?
legs were all crazy.
Yeah.
What do they look like?
I can't use I feel like it'd be inappropriate to use the metaphor that I was initially considering.
Okay.
Skip it.
She looks like a corkscrew.
Yeah, thank you. Much better.
She looks like a weird mermaid.
Yeah.
Half transformed back into a person.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for, yeah.
Nice. Is that good or bad?
I think it's fine.
Can we work that in?
Yeah. The Animorph middle cover.
That's really insensitive.
I was just going to say, Action Economist, S.A. Wells. Is this imagery going to help you get the next shit? Let's see. Donaar, you throw up.
Oh,
Well, that's
I
nothing.
do that all the time.
Yeah.
I do that for fun.
But in the throw up
At her.
worlds,
No, it's just everything around you just immediately, like in an instant, becomes very tall.
Oh.
And the vertigo is incredible, and stuff just starts to come out.
What kind of stuff?
Fish,
Oh.
steaks,
Oh.
but fresh and hot, like
I haven't
ready to
eaten
eat.
fish in like 6 months.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
hey, you've been holding out on us.
It's like snakes. They just like keep it in there for a long time.
Yeah.
Digestive gills.
They gotta have that pouch.
Sacks.
They gotta have that pouch.
Fish is the only thing that you can't digest, so it's been in there for God knows
It's
how
just
long.
there.
It's alive. It's
like
just
gum.
like
So this, so after you expel everything and then continue to try to draw up, it's imagine like pumping a hand pumping a well, and it's just like there's just like tiny splashes
Ew.
Yeah,
there at the end. That's the point that you're at right now.
all right.
the heave.
And then I am perceived to have shrunk.
Everything. You don't know if you've shrunk or if everything else has just gotten very, very large.
Okay.
It's fine. Either way, it's fine. So Dol Droma,
6 of one, half dozen of the other, I guess.
Dol Droma turns to you, Walnut, and says, "At this point, however you came to this middle place, it's essentially like the edge of the Anorak Desert, but as though it's under a cold blue sun.
Cool.
plants wave in a very slow wind. Dol Droma says, "I need to make sure that our reservation is in order."
Of course.
She says, "Could you deal with him?"
Who's him?
And then she drills down into the ground, and about 20 or 30 feet away, you see a creature that looks like it is entirely made of glass. Imagine a 10-foot tall, violent martial hourglass.
Oh. What are the mechanisms of its violence? How would it deliver that?
The mechanism is the primary one you suspect, aside from the rest of its eldritch trappings, you suspect that its primary vehicle for violence is a scimitar that is larger than Donaar.
Well, Donaar's very small right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm like,
This is like a letter opener.
Does it have a face?
You think that that's a face?
Okay.
Is it where a face would be?
Yeah. It's that part of it is surprisingly traditional.
Okay.
It's almost like imagine a glass helm or mask within which a hot red fire swims and dances.
And this is this other than the sun.
Yeah, it appears to
the
be.
same?
Yeah, it appears to be a transitional place.
Okay.
Does he look like he's just like chilling out, or is he
No,
charging?
he is approaching the party.
In an aggressive way, or
The sword is definitely a sword.
You want to use Wrath of Nature immediately,
Ooh.
which is my big ol' spell, and I can call on the spirits of
Wait,
nature.
is this new? Is this the new shit?
I call on the spirits of nature to rouse them against my enemies, and the spirits cause things to happen
Like what?
in a 60-foot cube. So I'm going to choose rocks, because I'm assuming there's some outcropping of rocks around here.
Sure. Is sand not rock?
Is sand not rock? As a bonus action on your turn, you can cause a loose rock in the 60-foot cube to launch at a creature you can see in the cube, make a ranged spell attack against the target on a hit. They take 3d8 non-magical bludgeoning damage, and it's got to succeed on a strength saving throw or fall prone.
excellent. Love it. What's the range on it?
The range is 120 feet.
Jesus. Okay, so you basically created what Wrath of Nature does is it just weaponizes the environment around the target.
It does,
It's pretty dope. I'm into that.
but that's my spell.
And your strength saving DC is what, 17?
17.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's how this is going to go down, then I need initiative.
yeah, like. Oh, now we fight.
Well, she was talking to us. This thing is not.
It's not doing anything. It's just standing there.
No, he's walking over.
Hey,
You don't have to fight. We just got to roll initiative.
It's true.
I'm not out of protest.
dude, new year, new Donaar.
Yeah. Look, you're all going evil, and I don't like it.
Oh, I'm gonna. Do I want to re-roll that? I really
can.
want to go first.
Do it.
You want to go first? Oh.
So does she have to use her 4 charges to reroll that, or can she use 2 to get advantage?
You
I
can't.
have to use
You have to. If you want to use advantage up
You
front.
gotta do it beforehand.
Yeah.
Got it.
But she's welcome to.
I'll keep it.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. 14 is very good.
But it's not as good as 17.
We have 17.
You
Me.
have 13.
Oh, sorry, 13, sorry.
Okay.
Minus 1.
15, 17.
16.
Ooh. Nut.
11.
I mean, we could all hold.
Yeah. We could just
You're like,
see how
let
it's
me
okay.
take a crack at it. Okay, you go ahead.
It's going to attack us, so.
Okay.
Because it's a horror glass. I just came up with that. Thank you.
Listen, I was gonna say, horror glass. Get ready for it.
Stat block.
D&D
Oh my God,
6e.
6E, yeah. We're getting those
Please
notes.
do not start with this.
That's what I assume.
5.5.
Fuck. I'm gonna kill
Maybe
all
give
of
a
you.
fang.
Eat your bodies.
It's a new mechanic?
That's 6th edition.
So it
This is 6th edition.
the entity within this shell seems to vibrate in front of you, and then you can see a wave of something sort of like emerge out like in a shockwave ring. And by the time it gets to the party, you can tell that these are words.
Yes.
And it says, "I am the obstacle."
The past.
But it takes so long. It takes so long that for him to say anything else is going to have to be next turn. But Rosie Beestinger, jump on in.
You can murder him before.
She sees that.
He 20 feet away.
She sees that shockwave coming. She jumped over it.
Woo!
Yeah, she not testing. I don't know.
Don't
I don't
test
want
it.
to know what's coming out of that. I am the obstacle.
Qouccw.
I agree with that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure we have to fight him, but Rosie is going to want to back Walnut's play, so I think maybe she would want to stun him if possible. So I will do 3 attacks. Oh boy, it's been a while. I'll do my regular 2 attacks and then my bonus on each one. Here we go. That's going to be an 11.
It's mine.
I mean, AC a hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
And an unarmed strike of 18. 18. And I'm going to try stunning strike on any of those that hit.
None of them hit.
Holy macaroni. Okay.
So this thing, it leans into the strikes.
And
Like-
what do I feel? Is it not giving at all as I hit
No,
it?
it's just with like almost curiosity.
It's absorbing the attack?
Yeah. So the swing happens, like perfect martial execution,
Yeah.
just as you were taught,
Okay.
and it just doesn't phase it at all.
So then how this goes is I have speed of 45. I move that 20 feet.
Yep.
I do those attacks.
Up, run up, like across the sand.
Yeah.
Ching.
And can I use the rest of my move after? Or I already used one move action. I can't remember.
I won't let anybody else do it but you.
Okay. So then nothing happens. There's no effect from this.
And you say, well, fuck this.
I say,
I'm
well,
going
fuck
home. I hear
this.
my mom.
Yeah. It's like, I'm taking my ball going home. But I pop back. I like jump back that 25 feet back to the group. And I'm like, that's not going to work, you guys. Trust me. This is not going to work.
Here, Rosie, do you think there's a situation where you kick off of the thing?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Well, that's what
So I
happens.
kick off of the thing, I run up it, I kick off, I jump a full 25 feet back,
Gotcha.
land on my feet, and I say, yeah, that's not gonna work, guys.
So when we see it reacting to those hits, is it almost like it's like like it's catching them and like
Yeah. Well, if it's where the hits are going almost.
yeah.
It's leaning into them, like it sees me coming rather than dodge. It's like, yeah, give me that.
More of this, please.
Interesting.
And its turn is next, right?
Its turn is next.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2 of my charges to give it disadvantage on what it's about to do. Kick this off right.
Would you like to role play? No.
No. I want to see what it does.
Never.
I got nothing.
Never.
Until I want to see what it does.
So the 3 hits, you bounce off, you basically spring off of this thing,
Yeah.
like this ain't gonna work.
Right.
And then in a second, like from its original position, it leans forward and launches at you.
Oh, okay.
So the first attack is with disadvantage.
Yes, please.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely. I can hook that up.
Excellent. You should take my charges away too.
Yeah, you bet.
No trouble.
AC 16?
Yeah.
Okay, first one misses.
Okay.
So it brings this scimitar down with the full weight of the shoulder, like full follow through down into the sand,
Okay.
and misses you absolutely.
I did the opposite of what it did. When it was leaning
Exactly.
the attack, I leaned the
I
other
don't want
way.
that.
No.
The sword is now in the sand. It turns the sword ever so slightly from the sand and then turns it into an upward strike.
Oh, okay. So second attack.
Oh yeah. That is going to hit.
Okay.
This impossibly sharp weapon deals 9 points.
Okay.
And then as this strange metal comes into contact with you, the sword itself bursts into flames.
Ooh.
Ouch. Ouches.
Oh, God! Okay, 10 points.
Okay. Extra points of fire damage.
Exactly.
Okay. So my butt's on fire now.
Okay, the butt is on fire. And then at this point, the sword is now off to the side, and it is just implacably, curiously, with its hand out, gouts of burning mystic green flame. Just in a constant torrent.
Okay. Is it gonna continue?
Oh, it's gonna yes, keeps happening. Yes.
Okay.
Jeez.
17
Oh.
and 22.
Okay.
Mamma mia.
Well, mommy, what a pizza! I'm at 5 hit points.
Got you.
Still brushing myself off, like really not working away.
Just sloughing
thoughts.
flesh off.
Yeah. All of the garments are burned off of my butt.
17 points
To whom?
to you.
More?
Again?
Oh God.
Brush your shoulder.
Oh God.
So you D?
I'm
You did.
I'm done.
She's full under.
It's been great, you guys. I did ask Jerry to kill me.
Season 3, motherfuckers.
So are you dead? You're not dead.
I'm not permadead.
No, but she's sub-zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's cold.
I'm very cold. That
Get
polar
over here.
Yeah.
polar vortex
she's knocked
right
out.
here.
Okay. Well, I have, depending on if you're dead or not, I don't know if this.
Well, it's not your turn.
I know.
Save
Okay.
it.
You might
So
have
this
the life between now and then.
so this heat is of such intensity that you can see Rosie pushed bodily into the sand, and you can see sand trickling over the top and melting into glass strands over the top of her body. Next is Cthulhu.
Good luck, pal.
I just have a seat on that glass. Okay. The obstacle. I am going to...
Ask it some questions, because I'm very
Right.
curious.
Now, why would you...
You're looking at Rosie
Interesting.
like, very interesting.
Just cleaved. Think about it. It's as if it knew what I was going to do.
That's right.
I just stood there. No, I'm going to attempt to banish it.
Ooh.
I'm going to get rid of it if I can. I'm going to attempt to send it to another plane.
Sorry, other plane.
Do it.
Yeah. You're going to... Components, an item distasteful to the target. Oh, what would an hourglass dislike? Like a little piece of broken glass. Remember this?
No. An hourglass would like a pocket watch.
Yeah, it's like high tech. Yeah, Casio.
The calculator watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Do you have one of those?
No. It's okay. Maybe sand will work. I'll just pick some of that up.
Yeah.
Like
Can't
I
be
got
a
this
fan.
too.
I got plenty of that. Yeah, it's got to beat a 16 charisma saving throw.
Charisma. God, luckily you'd be surprised at how high its charisma is.
Dang it, this thing's got it
Maybe
all.
you should give it disadvantage.
Oh, am I allowed to do that?
16, you said?
2 points. Yeah, you gotta use 2 charges. You can do
Oh
it.
yeah, let me burn that then. Sure. Let's find out how useful it is. Oh, by the way, question.
Yes.
We're not allowed to use one for advantage anymore, right? I feel like that
Yeah,
was
no,
removed.
you are.
Still?
No, it's two. It's two charges,
two.
as I suggested in the beginning of the game.
No more single charge.
No more single
Yes.
charge, but you can purchase advantage or disadvantage.
I thought it was
Yes,
still one
correct.
for
You-
us,
you're
2
wrong.
for anyone.
Yeah.
You were wrong
Okay.
again.
So it's always 2.
We had conversations about this internally. That was up until like a week or 2 ago with the plan.
Again. Now,
Okay.
you're saying what's the target? 16?
16.
16. Ooh. What is the number?
That's a 2.
No. 18. Plus 3. 21.
I tried.
Now, very low.
I was pointing to a 2.
There's numbers on all facets,
Yeah.
actually. Think about it. It's a dice.
Yeah. And so it's sort of you can see like after images of it like just cast out, and then they reform coherence. Next up is Donaar Blitzen.
So it did not work.
No, he resisted.
All right.
I banished it to this plane. Duh.
Wow, wow.
What a dumb mistake.
I want this cartoon. I want that comic
Am I
so bad.
the relative size of everyone else, or am I like a little tiny
Oh no,
miniature thing?
that was just the
Perception.
Well, the Donaar Blitzen's ego perception.
Yeah. So what's the layout here then?
Right now, this is a pretty classic.
Relative to, all right, I'm just trying to figure out, like, I got 1 of 2 plays here.
Jump in with both feet.
I will go in because this is a new, softer, gentler
New era.
Donaar. I will go and run over to
Mercy.
Rosie and pick Rosie up.
Thank you.
So the question I had, and you guys can give me clarification because, you know, I'm just a dumb baby. Revivify. I have Revivify, so I can touch a creature that died within the last minute, and they're back to life with 1 health point. But you're not technically dead, so this doesn't apply here.
She's in that twilight space.
Yeah, you're that death between deaths.
Yeah.
So instead, I can just heal you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
but
But
what-
you're super covered, so we can just sit here and let you die, and I can bring you back too.
If you want to use Revivify, it's fine.
No, that's fine. No, I'll just give
I
you
got a
health.
new spell. I
Thank
want to
you.
use it.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I can't wait to bring someone back from the dead. It's like, gotta die within a minute, just killing things just to bring them back to life.
What do you say to Rosie?
Yeah, what's your
Let's
healing?
see.
What is your healing word?
What's the good
I
word?
forget. We've done this before.
No, in season
Season
3.
3.
Yeah. Should be umbop.
But it has the whole
Like
dance.
2 words, I guess, but
Well,
That's classically.
and then when you're healed, I go, pop.
I like that. How much am I healed for?
How
How much you want?
Yeah. How
All
deep
of
is
it?
your love?
65 or so?
All right.
Yowza.
I should maybe save some just in case I need to bring someone else back.
Yeah,
wow.
this is a heavy hitter.
I would
Yeah,
say the
so
odds are
I'll give
good.
you like a 30.
Okay, thank you. Phew!
Hello.
My boy.
Whoop. Hello.
Thank
You gotta do it very slow.
Yeah, I know. Beep boop 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 boop.
Just like Chris's
So-
animation style, Rosie just pops.
Am I able to like thematically get over there and then pull her out from underneath the sand, and as I'm doing that, heal her?
I like it.
Okay.
You
That's-
punch through that
that's
glass.
completely okay.
Oh, are you inside the glass? Oh, I interpreted it as it was poured sand on top of you outside the
It
glass.
melted
like
the
throwing
sand
heads on
over
you.
me, so I'm in like this glass coffin.
Oh,
Essentially.
okay. Yeah. No, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So there's a rasping squeak sound as she's pulled out from these thin glass tendrils.
I wanted to add a little bit of flavor to that. Part of the reason that it's not a full heal is that, like, as you're pulling Rosie out, the glass shards are scratching both of you.
Oh yeah. And I'm still holding you.
Okay,
So close.
I'll take a quick nap.
Okay.
Short rest.
You said?
Why not?
Can
Here, walnut
fast roll
dog
special.
Yeah, walnut doggrass.
Yes.
What is the hourglass made out of?
The material?
Yeah.
You're not sure. I mean, your best read is that it is some kind of glass
And then,
that is holding some kind of force.
oh, there's no like structure around it.
No, I mean not external to it.
Okay.
No, it just looks like
It just looks like an hourglass.
yeah, shared bulbs of
What about the scimitar?
glass.
Glass?
The scimitar looks like a metal.
Great. That's what I'm looking for. So instead of using my Wrath of Nature, I'm going to do Call Lightning.
Lightning!
I would like to... Yoo-hoo, lightning! I would like it to succeed on a deck 17. And I will give it disadvantage as
Yum,
well.
yum.
Because this is going to be a tasty.
It better be.
Hope so.
How
So,
dexy is it?
so he's not bringing Dexy back. I'll tell you that
What
much.
that dex do?
Yeah. What is he into? All right, 17, really?
17.
Ugh, that's yeah. Okay. Well, that's low.
Fantastic.
This is a very...
Is lightning there?
Yeah, exactly. Hi.
Yes, I'll
Yes, this is.
No,
one of
you
the
hang up
doggrass.
first.
Guess how many D10, if you had to guess.
5.
It is 5.
Yeah.
Are you casting it
At the 5th level.
Yeah. Yum, yum.
Yeah. If it was in stormy conditions, you get an extra one.
Wouldn't you say that's an emotional storm?
Oh, don't worry. I'll take you from here. What do you get if it's emotional? What do you get if it's an emotional storm?
An extra D10.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start.
I don't know. That's a lot of confidence. I feel like that's
17.
Oh, geez.
17,
Uno.
18.
22. 27.
Do I get one more?
You do.
7.
Hey,
34.
34
Lord.
points of damage. I give it the old Baja Blast.
It's
That
refreshing.
zest.
I know that was a polite laugh, but I'll take it.
no, it was not. Okay,
It's a rude laugh.
it was very funny. I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. The last of the lightning strokes is black.
Ooh.
It's just is jet black
Go to a doctor.
from a clean sky.
Only for the last quarter.
So, Walnut Doggrass, so now it's Rosie Beestinger, back from the dead.
Yep.
Be Stinger.
Okay, so physical damage, this thing has immunity to. So, I'm a monk, so I ain't got much more than that. But I do have fucking a really weak Sacred Flame.
What it has a ball in AC.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's glass.
Rosie doesn't know that. Rosie
Yeah.
thinks that it's immune to her physical attack.
It's like if I can't hit
Everyone knows the strongest material is glass.
All right.
That's why they make hourglasses from it.
Yeah.
Because how unbreakable those are.
I think maybe I'll use command. So long ago, I took a cleric magic initiate, and I use it very rarely.
It's like your boy.
Yeah. Just like my boy. Did he get it from me? Did I get it from him? No one can really say. So the word that I would like to speak, I'll tell you after you succeed. So you have to succeed on a Wisdom 14 saving throw.
Okay. Yum. 19.
Okay, then I don't.
But what was the word, though? It's important for the team.
That's good.
Yeah, what do you say?
Shatter.
Ooh, that's nice.
And it goes, no.
He says, no.
You just, I can't. Sorry. Good
So
try.
let me see if I can use any of my other things as like a bonus action. Yeah, I want to. Oh yeah, okay. So I will spend a key point to take a dodge action as a bonus action on my turn, which means that anything he rolls against me will have disadvantage.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You still in my arms?
Yeah.
Like
just dodgy.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
just
it's like when
Yeah.
you go to the Tarenga Zoo.
Yeah.
It's like you get to hold the koala.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I turn around, I'm like, oh, shatter. No.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So its glass trunk sort of slides malevolently toward you, Cthristraub.
Oh no.
No, squishy boy.
I got revivify, don't worry.
No, I got some other tricks.
Ooh.
I'm dying.
Yeah. You're just like, yeah.
Lay down
Trying
and
to
take
make
it.
your
It's like,
neck
watch
as
this.
open as vulnerable as possible. And be like,
It lifts in the sand.
It's like, it's gonna look bad, but it's gonna pay off big time. And then I'm just dead. And for 30 years, everybody's like, well, I don't know, maybe you should. Just waiting.
It's his ultimate illusion.
It's fine. Just looking up at this thing. Whoa! Cthris, it seems to focus its intent on you, if not anything like a traditional visage. And it says, any who would access the premise will be tested.
Does it say that through the sound wave?
It does. He knows it because he's abutting its wave.
I see. And do we hear it as well?
A second later, yes.
Okay.
So, the sword switches sides, and then comes down in an odd direction.
And it has disadvantage.
Yeah. What has it?
From me.
What has this from you?
From me.
You're doing it.
Oh,
You're
just
spending
now.
your charges?
I want to spend my charges.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I yell at it and I go, Don't you dare!
Hey,
Don't touch my boy.
Oh, offhand is like.
All right, here. So what's your AC?
It is 15.
How's your AC better than mine?
I don't know.
Well, it's,
You know
it's
what?
the king. It's the
It's the
lizard
the
king.
Lizard King.
That's the lizard.
It's
king.
the
I'm
lizard
still getting
king.
a little
That is
juice.
He's still working.
You got to strap your friends to your body in this game.
Get out, seize this man.
Dry him.
Just a bracelet. All right.
Right. So 11. So he misses the first. He misses the first strike as he slashes down. He is momentarily distracted by the scion of the EPA Walnut Dawngrass.
Yeah.
And then without looking, an appendage presses its way out of the central core of this and then moves around behind it
Oh boy.
to hurl a ball of flame at you.
Well, what color?
Green flame. This is it's because of the strange blue light of the sun and the
Plain flame.
regular old
Vanilla.
flame grande. All right, so 16 AC.
14.
Okay, that's too low.
Come on. I'm
Go.
going to give Walnut my lizard vest.
Give me that jerky. What'd you do to me?
It's not.
I didn't do it. It's
What
15.
did you
How close is Walnut
That's it?
to me?
15?
How
I can
close
take
is-
that, no problem.
I think she's right there.
15 feet. That's not close enough. You have to be like within arm's length. You gotta be within
Donaar.
5.
Caldemage is
I was gonna tank it, but I can't. You're too far away.
okay. Another sphere of fire erupts.
Cool. Bonus.
That's even better.
Just gets free spheres
8.
left and right. Just enjoying these spheres.
The music of the spheres.
19.
No problem.
And then that strange limb retracts back inside the full volume of the creature, and the sword collapses on you again, but does not find its target. Kuthra Straub, it's time to respond.
Gosh.
Coughing up blood over here.
Should
What
have
did
let
he
to talk
just
to
say
this
to
guy.
Chris? He said,
He said all who would access the premise will be tested.
okay. What would he want to test us on?
God only knows.
It's a rhetorical question,
Oh.
Jerry.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, are we not allowed to know the parameters of this
You should say that.
Say it.
test?
That's very cathartic.
I say it and I will awaken mind to it. Should we not be permitted to know the parameters of the test before participating? As I rest an arm on the scimitar, which he has yet to withdraw from the sand.
That's great.
Let's see. He says, you came here of your own free will. I assume you knew the cost.
We were not told there would be a test.
Actually.
Yeah.
I don't know about that free will business. If you would permit me, let me throw some fairy fire on there.
Ooh, that's going to look really cool.
Yeah, kind of shine it right through, give it some ground effects. Yeah, that's versus Dex 16.
He no do good.
Yay!
That's that's advantagio
Now enjoy these advantages.
24/7, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast it in green light.
Green.
Emerald glow. All right.
Verdant effulgence.
Oh God! Get out of here, Thesaurus Rex.
Nice.
Thanks.
That was a good one, Tim.
That I didn't like. That I like.
Donaar Blitzen, you have a special baby. Mm-hmm. A special Rosie baby.
Seems to be. You're hurting too, yeah.
But I got us into this mess.
He seems to be brushing off physical attacks, though, right?
Right.
And we're more.
That's what we observed. Yeah.
We're more physical attackers.
We fight with
But you
our,
have-
you
our
have
multiple
bodies.
attacks?
Yeah.
We have smotes?
Yeah. you have
I
multiple
do.
attacks, right?
I
You got all
do.
kinds of
So
magic.
this is a big old walking hourglass mech with
Yeah,
with a monster inside it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
thing inside of it. I got new toys. I don't know what they do.
Ooh,
So,
let's find out.
Test him. Let's put him to
will
work.
Dispel Magic do anything to him?
Try it. Why not?
I don't know.
But I do. I'm going to try to Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Choose anyone, creature, object, or magical effect within range, and then
I guess
make
we'll-
an ability check using your spellcast ability. Oh,
What would
DC
it
equals
do?
10 plus spells ability. On a successful check, the spell ends. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what spell? I mean, if it was animated, I guess it would.
By
It might be
I
animation.
something.
enter. Well, that's what I was saying. I'm observing a animated hourglass.
I think that's perfectly logical.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
see.
agree.
This looks like a giant mech. This is Evangelion to me.
Does he have to
Donaar
do a
says that.
save? I don't think you roll anything.
DC equals wait
Your save
What
DC.
level are you doing it at?
3 because I only have 3rd level.
So 13.
Okay, on a successful check, so I have to roll a check.
Yeah, it's like a skill.
Make an ability check using your spellcast
Got
ability.
it. Okay.
Yeah, it's like.
So you add
Does it
3 to
show
your
what
roll.
my DC is on here?
I think the idea of Dispel Magic is that
Equals
it's sort
10
of
plus
like a
the spell's
technical
level. Oh, so just DC 13.
So 13.
art.
Just got to beat
Okay.
13.
You gotta be
Okay.
at 13.
Back in the day,
Alright.
I think you would save
Probably
it.
use that on touch. All right, I got to beat a 13.
You beat a 13.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'll use
Interesting.
advantage.
Nice.
Bop.
Ooh.
Thank goodness.
Again.
Hold on.
Can you
Dip-a-dap,
do better? I need you to do better.
dip-a-dap, da do wop. Skip it up. 17. Just got to sing bop.
Okay, so you have dispelled the magic.
So I go, magic be gone! ah! Like Heisman pose.
Dispel magic. M-A-G-I. Get it?
Oh boy.
Yep, got it.
Wow, I can't win.
What a criminal.
When I sink
See, it's a
myself
tough crowd.
to your level,
This is the
I
premiere.
can't do it right. You're right. I'll stop.
I did
What happened?
Like forking up the
Fork knife.
fork knife, forking up the surface
My grandkids love that game.
of the blade are massive cracks,
Ooh,
and it falls in probably 100 different pieces.
nice.
Oh, the
The,
sword.
The scimitar?
the sword or
The
the,
scimitar.
the thing? Okay.
I fall down with it because I was leaning on it.
Okay.
Whoops.
Now you're prone.
All right, so he's weaponless. He's still shooting orbs, manifesting magical glass arms that shoot orbs.
These weapons.
That didn't dispel? Nothing else happens? Does he get upset? Angry?
Well, it'd be hard to tell. We'll wait and see what happens when it comes around to his turn.
That was a very good turn.
That was
well done,
quite a
smart,
good turn.
Smart
Thank you.
boy.
Thank you. I have new toys. I want to use them.
Precious nut.
Oh, that's
Please do a deck 17.
You call that
lightning? That good lightning?
Oh, yeah, I can continue to do it for 10 minutes.
Holy shit.
Suck on
10
that.
minutes.
As a bonus action, right?
No,
Oh, it's a real. Yeah, I guess it's 5d10.
it's
right?
my whole action.
Yeah, it was 60-10 actually.
That's 100
60,
turns.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah, he eats it.
He goofs it real hard?
Yeah.
All right, Kate.
Yeah.
Do my math.
5, 6, 9. I can't
That's a
see it.
7.
Seven.
Is that 16?
So 16.
16.
25, 26,
One more.
25, 30.
30.
All right.
I love it.
30.
So the multiple forks of lightning are jutting out the sky, and when the black one hits at the end, the material, whatever it is inside, begins to fulminate and churn.
Oh, man, I say I will progress.
Jeez. Walnut's got a mania to her right now.
Snarly. Arr.
Got the fangs out.
Yeah.
I love it. Here, Rosie,
What?
more hugs?
How does this hourglass look? Does it look like it's
It looks
Rough?
like it looks like a piece of laboratory equipment, ill-used.
okay?
At this point, there's a kind of a sooty, smoked coating around the top of it. Chipotle,
Okay.
Had that for lunch.
real zest.
She still doesn't feel like this is gonna.
She has to live her
physical
life.
attacks. I know.
You know what I mean?
Maybe you can find like a weak point, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. Can I do?
That's cool.
Yeah. Can I do any kind of like perception on it to see if I can find some kind of spot that would be good to attack?
We have played Dungeons and Dragons for 2 years, Kate. I think you know.
I am
the
merely
answer to
asking your
that.
permission, not whether it is possible.
Oh, I endorse this sort of behavior.
All right.
Big money.
Come on.
No.
20.
Ooh.
20. I'm not mad at that. Tell me what I see.
I like it. Well, in this twilight middle place, you think that there is a not insignificant volume of animated shadow
Okay.
fulminating now inside this the glass that contains it.
Okay. Interesting.
It's almost as though, I mean, imagine a dark introduction to physical science class where
Okay.
one used electricity to separate out the components of this being.
Interesting. Then I think Rosie will say to Donaar, hold me out toward it. Like a little Simba. And then what I'm going to start doing is just singing my throat song that I learned from Scythe.
I like it. I like it. Now, so let's figure out the best way we can determine success in this endeavor.
Okay.
Tell me what sorts of skills you're going to leverage so that we can have something to check here.
Well, she hasn't done too much with it.
For a while, but
Yeah.
her practice. I mean, the truth is that she's sung to her staff a bunch in the second
It's true,
season to
yeah.
make different utility shapes.
That's fair.
Right?
But the thing she tends to make the most is a boat.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I don't know.
Oh, it looks,
I feel like
it looks very promising.
you could blow this thing out if you make a boat.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This is like this is the thing. She's in kind of this like adrenaline state, and the thing she knows how to make most well is a boat. So then she'd be
Just try to reshape the guts of this thing.
yeah, try to explode it from the inside.
Dude, this is too dumb.
Titanic.
It's like a ship in a bottle.
Make
like
the
a
boat.
ship in a bottle.
Make the boat at the narrowest point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we explode it and it breaks into two pieces. Okay, so that's what she's trying to do. She's singing her boat song.
Well, I completely agree.
Okay.
We need a mechanism,
agree.
a dicey mechanism
That is all you.
for us to get. Well, sure. So, but let's take a look at your skill check.
Okay.
What kind of cases can we make here?
You can make a case that I am intimidating it. I'm intimidating the shadow into taking the form that I choose.
If you're good at
Look,
intimidate, are you
you
good
got
at
a
performance?
dragonborn holding a little halfling out.
Yeah.
They're
that's
they're
pretty
scared.
intimidating.
Yeah,
That's
they
pretty
don't
scary.
like it.
Yeah, yeah,
They're having
yeah.
a terrible
or
time.
because it's shadow, you could be
She's like-
stealthing
I'm
at it.
stealthing
to make
at it.
it do it good.
That's
No.
that's
You
not-
could say animal handling.
I could say that it's vocal acrobatics that I'm doing.
I died. I just died, Kate.
Let me look at the
no.
rulebook.
I like intimidate.
Okay.
And the reason I like it is because, I mean, that's when I pictured, it's the natural effect of it anyway.
Right.
Even if you weren't trying to do it,
Sure.
you are imposing yourself on
Okay.
this thing.
Okay. So I don't have enough charges to make this work.
Yep.
So what?
Does that give you a? No, I guess that's not. Doesn't use fairy fire advantage. That's just about being able to hit.
No,
The thing.
I
No,
don't
no,
think
no.
so. So the way that this
we're not trying
looks,
he's not trying to strike the outside of this thing at all.
Right.
Donaar's holding me out, and I've started to do this throat singing, and I think that in addition to trying to manipulate this, one of the after effects of doing this singing is that the shadow stuff that makes me up as a little halfling starts to like emanate from me. So there's I know this is something that our artists absolutely hate, but she starts glowing blackly. Artists hate this because
No,
you
no.
can't portray it.
I think it's
Donaar is like holding her farther out. Like,
Oh
"Ugh."
yeah. No, and the vibration is like into the elbow. Whoa!
Natch 20,
Natch 20.
which
Shadow
makes
Council.
a cumulative 26.
Indeed, Shadow Council.
Mamma mia.
May our labors please you. Your servant, Rosie Beestinger, has granted you a boon. Now, these are the very dice that I used at the A game.
I'm gonna put it in the bin.
Indeed.
Let me just go and chat real quick.
These are the very dice that I used. It's a nice aluminum level up
They're
set.
gorgeous.
You will like them. They have a cool number on there, and we will send them to you.
It rolls force. So.
Yeah. Jerry
me
touched
get in
them,
there.
so they're
Bless it.
super cursed.
They're effed.
They'll roll horribly. Or you could argue that he got all the bad rolls out of the way for you.
Just win it, give it to your DM.
Blessed by Timora.
Ignored by Timora.
You rolled like shit too.
It's the dice.
Stop messing these up. Somebody's gonna get these.
I love it. Yeah, don't coat them with your film.
Do they come in a
can't
nice
help it.
little sack? Or are we just gonna throw them in an envelope?
I don't. What do you think, Shadow Chancellor? I mean, do we have a? Are we just gonna throw it? We just go to their house and throw these dice at
We'll,
them?
we'll put them in our mouths and spit them at whoever gets them.
Alyssa says we're going to throw them at you one at a time.
A Ziploc bag, and then you put the stamp on there,
No.
and off it goes.
Ultimately, yeah. I mean,
Wet
ultimately,
sealed Ziploc bag.
ultimately, it's about freshness.
Yeah.
You need the burp. You put it in
Yep.
a Tupperware.
Do
Ooh.
they still do that? Does Tupperware fart still?
I don't know. All I know about
Has never-
Tupperware is that one episode of Erie, Indiana.
It's a weird marketing.
I only
angle.
know
It's
about
like,
that intro to Aladdin where he burps it.
What happens to this hourglass?
Yeah.
Oh, fear not.
Tell me, pal.
First of all, so you find here. This will be cool. Josh, if you'd be so kind.
Oh.
You find this universal fundamental material inside this creature, and you begin to shape it, and you know that you have done so, but because it is also warring with the rest of this material inside, it's slowing down the process. But you can see almost just like sailing atop this tiny ocean of fire, this small black boat. Yes, marvelous. It hurls itself at you like in madness. The rest of this has been so particular, so planned. This looks like an animal act of desperation. And it reaches out. So, Donaar, I need you to give me a strength check.
Ooh.
Because
I'm a big, strong
I know
boy.
you're a big, strong boy, but this is an even bigger, stronger boy.
All right, let's see.
So roll that dice.
Hey, it's a 2.
Oh, buddy.
Plus 7.
Right. This is a 19. So you are trying to hold it, and it just scoops. It creates a custom glass wedge designed to remove grandmothers from Dragonborn.
Like a crowbar, like a glass.
Yeah, exactly. And it takes you and consumes you inside of its belly. It just pushes you through the glass
Oh.
Say, grandmother, no!
and contains you inside of
Oh,
it.
well. Wait, okay, so I created this boat, and then the hourglass ate me.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's correct. I think you know the state of play.
All right.
Thanks, Josh. So
It's not really what I intended, but okay.
so now it has begun to thicken its outer shell and constrict. But as it does this, the boat expands with it.
Oh.
And a moment later, you are atop this shadow boat as its prow bursts out of the side of this entity, and atop this river of molten fire, you find yourself pushed out of the center of it and outside, and the rest of it just sort of starts to close and stumble around, like weakly, like swinging at people.
I ride out on the boat with my foot on the prow like Captain Morgan.
That's exactly what I'm drawing.
Yes.
Exactly it.
Ride that river of fire right up to my wonderful friend Walnut. I got nothing for you, I'm sorry.
It's fine. You run me over with the boat.
Does that count as grammamancy?
It's called the bow.
Yeah, basically.
Should we take charges away for
That's
that?
how we used it. No, the cauldron paid for it.
Oh, okay, okay.
The brow of the
They hooked you up. So
What now, bro? Okay.
you hear, so at this moment, you hear a sharp ding, like a bell, like the sort of bell you would ring, like on a hotel desk.
Ding.
That wave.
Great.
It's coming alive.
And Dol Droma emerges and does a series of very sharp, fast claps and says, "All right, they'll see us now."
What was that thing? What was this guy?
It's like a whatever the opposite of a maitre d' is.
I feel like you could have told us.
The chef?
A chef? A locksmith?
Yeah.
It's like we were transformed to get you
It's
there.
like, yeah, what's on the other side of a maitre d'? Janitor?
She says, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules.
Is the rules that you're not going to communicate to us because you almost killed my daughter, friend, my friend. You almost killed these friends, and I'm cross. I'm disappointed.
Well,
Finally, now you're on my side.
I'm not going to kill her.
listen. Let me show you what I came to show you. And if you aren't impressed, I'll buy you a present.
This is a nice Dol Droma.
Give me a persuasion check.
She's been historically very good at this. 3.
Rosie's completely won over. the three was enough. It was a DC of 2.
So the desire to believe
Yes.
overtook. I like that present.
All right.
So
It mollifies her. She calms down.
So the light, the blue light begins to warm very rapidly, but it's not like a gradient. It's like a very fixed band each time. Like the resolution of the light is low and mechanical. And the next thing you see, you have forward momentum across a bridge that, to your best guess, is made out of a kind of golden glass.
Okay.
And in the distance, you can see spires, bulbous, lovely glass spires made of this gold, but surrounded by almost like sawtooth, like jet black, reflective sawtooth shapes that sort of move and travel around these castles of glass.
And they're animated. They look like they're protecting the castles or something.
You have no idea what they're doing.
Okay.
But they are definitely doing what I said. There is some kind of material
Okay.
that forms itself and travels from spire to spire.
Okay.
Oh my God, show us more.
And are we walking?
You
towards
are.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, take it all in. I'm prepared to describe anything that you
Dol
see.
Droma moving with us. Spinning? Levitating?
Just floats.
Oh, she floats.
And what about Sinter? Are we going over it? Are we beside it?
You have no idea where Sinter is.
Okay.
The place that you are in now does not refer to anything that you've seen before.
Except the desert.
And you've seen some, even that is gone.
Oh.
You are in a place entirely made of golden glass,
Okay.
upon which swims what appears to be a conscious oil.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Gross.
X-Files.
I mean, that's,
I want to ask her, what is this place called?
she says, Ms. Dongrass, it is my great pleasure to invite you to the fundamental court. Shadow Council, Mayor, let us please you.
Oh my God.
We're going to head into the break. I know Ryan has to go potty, and
Stay having a pee.
I'm going to go with him. It's going to be a good time. When we come back, drained, we'll get right into the last hour of our first stream.
And you'll know.
You'll know. Oh, you'll know
can tell.
within.
You'll
you
tell.
will
You'll be
feel
able
a
to tell.
relief, and you won't know whence it came. Mopey, as they say. We'll see you soon. My name is Jeffrey K. Horkins. Welcome back to Test C Teams. So when last we saw our heroes, they had just crossed a golden bridge, or certainly what seemed to be a golden bridge, into a place that they are not familiar with at all. The only thing they really know about it was derived from Cthulhu Straub. By which I mean walnut dongrass.
Jeez, you're all over the place.
No, because we just talked about
were
it.
talking about
no,
it, yeah.
Well, it is walnut.
exactly right. Who
Everyone
asked,
but you is
exactly. Who asked Dol Droma, or what is masquerading as Dol Droma at any rate?
Spoikers.
Jeez.
What was it? What it was, and she referred to it, this strange place, as the fundamental court.
We put the fun.
I was trying to get there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, I don't know if there's any fun in this fundamental court.
We put the fun in court.
We put the mental in court, I think.
Anyway,
In
a lot of
glass.
movie theory. Jerry,
I
you
put
take
the
a break.
F, D, and
got this.
Yeah.
the T and the A and the L
Yeah.
in the words.
Do you know you can't spell fundamental court without fart?
I did
That's not
know.
true.
I did know.
Oh.
And I tried, but it didn't work.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
It didn't work at all. Tell me about this court where I'm
done.
going to
Yeah,
live.
all right. I look at
done,
her and I
yeah.
say, "You're. When am I going to learn how to undo the damage you did?"
She says, well, soon.
That's not soon enough.
Because there is a statute of limitations on this kind of reversion. So it's going to have to be soon if we want to get it undone.
You and you take your statues of liberties and you get out of here. No.
You know,
This bureaucracy,
a real documancer.
where it would have at one time flustered Donaar, he tries poorly to be like, yes, quid pro quo, ipso facto. Eh?
E pluribus.
Nothing. None of
Yeah.
that's
Unum.
anything.
Uh-huh.
Lorem ipsum.
Yep.
I got nothing.
Dol Droma, were you approached in this way? Did you have to fight the obstacle?
Jeff has an arrangement with the obstacle.
Story of Jeff's life.
I want to meet this Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh,
What can you tell us about Jeff?
where to begin?
Ugh.
And she just looks off into the sky.
Oh boy.
She's like, I never met anyone like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. The things that he taught me are things that you need to hear, and you need to hear them very badly.
I want to hear them now.
Straight from the Jeff's mouth.
He says,
Can't wait.
well, listen, Omen was close. He was close with documancy. But I don't think he actually understands how it works. I don't think that he can. She says, this is the source of it here. I don't think he knows anything about this place. I think there's a lot of things he doesn't know.
At first I'm insulted, but then I'm very excited at the prospect of secretly telling him about all of this, of narking immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little tattletale.
I'm just like,
And she
"Ooh,
says,
can't wait."
she says, I don't even think he's really the power behind Acquisitions Incorporated.
What do you mean?
She says, I think it's Jim Dark Magic.
That's preposterous.
Is it?
That wizard, that sham of a wizard,
I think it's an act. I think underneath that beautiful hair,
Oh boy.
silky cape, that incredible voice.
Are we still in the fucking test market?
I was gonna say that's really where Donaar only knows him
No,
from.
Yeah.
He hasn't met him. Well, no, I guess in his little chicken
for
form.
a second I go, Jim?
You lean in.
Yeah, like I'm squinting really hard.
Yeah. She turns and places a hand on the golden arch of the bridge. Yeah. I love
Have you
it.
had your break today?
McRib?
Is it back?
Barricade the doors.
She places her hand on it and she says, if Owen were in charge, I don't think that he would have allowed some of the things that have happened.
Like what?
She says, Jeff Magic is a profound mystic force. And he would never have become so if he hadn't been betrayed by Acquisitions Incorporated, specifically Jim Dark Magic.
Betrayal is transformative.
I believe that you would suffer betrayal at the hands of Jim Dark Magic.
Well, I think that's who you work for.
Rosie leans over to Cthulhu and says, under her breath, she's like, "This is a classic case of leaving a survivor. You never want to leave a survivor, or else you get this kind of situation." Write that down.
I bristle a little bit, and I say, I think that's preposterous. Agree to disagree.
So I'm hearing that this guy's better than Omen. Like a better version of Omen.
That is
Is that what I'm hearing?
heresy.
She says, well, you may not necessarily like what Jeffrey has to say, but at least it's true, and I think that puts it one up.
Show me this. Show me this person that is so great.
I think that the C team, as an entity, is freighted with seeking the truth above all other things. None of these coarse tasks for coin. We're truth seekers, are we not? Let's get into that city and see what's going on over there. What are they into? Meet that Jeff.
Yeah.
So it's
Agreed.
like pure joy.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, this is super Omen. Like Omen 2.0.
That's
And
just
I'm
Omen.
ready to meet him.
What does Donaar want from him? What's the goal?
Fix
He sounds
Sinter.
cool.
Yeah.
He just sounds cool.
Gonna
Just climbing
teach him
that social
teach him how to
ladder?
undo that damage.
Okay.
Power.
Let's go.
And Donaar's got no real loyalty to Omen.
If it'll make me a better documenter than Walnut was, then yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Does Dol Droma understand that you're not the documenter anymore? Has she gotten that from your conversations? Or does she know?
I would say that hasn't come up conversationally.
Interesting.
I expected it's just a title, though. It
Carrying
doesn't matter.
carrying the documents bag.
Well, I mean, her initial connection with Walnut was based on documents.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if that's
I'm ready to have that conversation at any moment should it arise.
okay.
You're such an amazing documenter that you actually have a caddy for your bag.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean,
Totally play it off like that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's
Like
how
this
it'd
is
be.
level 4.
And she says this is one of our sources of power. But Jeffrey's not here. And we don't need him to fix that town.
Okay.
That's far, far below him.
Well, show us what we're here to see.
She says, all of it. So she directs your attention out to vast courtyards, strange gardens. From your vantage point here off to the right, you can see what looks to be a wall, a high wall, made entirely of individual modrons.
Okay, I like.
And while you're watching it, you can see one modron leave the wall. He steps out, and another one falls in and takes his place in this conceptually vast, potentially infinite wall. And then as soon as he comes in, a guard lackadaisically chops the modron in half.
Okay. I go, we're safe though, right?
Oh, yeah, unless you're modrons.
I would never.
No.
Modron, don't even know her.
She says, as she's walking through the trail of that frayed rope, sort of snaking across these perfect bricks. She says, this is one of the places Jeffrey fell through after he died. Functionally at the hands of Jim Dark Magic. I think we can say it. I think we can just come right out and say it. I
Sure.
don't think that's a euphemism.
Jim sucks. I'm not going to argue with you. I hate him. Would I kill him if I had the chance? Omen's not here, so yes.
Do you want the chance? if you want the chance, I think maybe you work for the wrong company.
Am I being tested?
Oh, I don't need to test you. I think you'd be an incredible candidate.
Candidate for
I have those documents ready to sign.
It's a cult.
No, I go candidate for what?
It is a court.
What exactly?
Thank you, Cthulhu.
Would you say, in your experience, that you have been engaged in fully moral acts at the behest of Acquisitions Incorporated? Let me open this up to the field.
Absolutely not.
Oh boy.
No. Omen always has his reason.
Exactly. Yes. If there's been casualties, then they've been necessary ones.
Agreed.
Have you ever been the ones to suffer for their behavior?
Oh, yes.
Well,
More or less continuously.
I'm sure we had something to do with it.
Do you recall the court of Sundra Frill, perhaps, off the coast of Neverwinter? Another Jim Dark Magic special.
A promise unkept.
But again,
There's a lot about that I found disturbing, to be perfectly frank.
that's Jim.
You can't yuck his yum.
I can yuck that yum.
He's into
I'm
fish,
prepared to
fish
yuck it.
queens. It's
He yucked it himself.
yeah, yucked it all
Yeah,
night.
he yucked it first. Mr. Draub is making a great point here.
Finally.
What I'm hearing is that Jim Dark Magic is the enemy, and not so much Acquisition Incorporated and Omen Drama.
Would Omen ever, for any reason, countermand anything Jim would do? Think hard.
This is
Think hard.
my one reservation. And I lean close to Dol Droma, and I want to almost whisper it. And I'll say, I feel that Omen has a soft spot for the wizard, and I think that might be his only shortcoming.
Rosie snorts audibly.
So as this is occurring over here, Cthulhu, so in front of the party, in what appears to be an impossibly sophisticated maze that you're only able to gain true visual access to because of your position on the bridge. You think that you are watching a marriage of some kind? The creatures of this place seem to be composed of the same sprightly fluid that leaps with such ease between these spires. Imagine entities made or comprised entirely of ferrofluids,
Right.
and by choice or by nature, they're all distinct. They have strange brow ridges, various extractions that may be something akin to hair. You think that you're not 100%. Well, give me a perception roll.
I shall. And you're going to like it. It's 12.
That's
Okay.
good.
It's not a bad start.
It's modest.
It's over 10, which is the important part. Now I would like you to give me an Arcana roll.
This is
Arcana
this is a real issue. I'm going to see if I've got one to burn. Yeah, I want to advantage it because it's important to me.
Nice.
Oof. All right, so
Good
that
one,
one
that's
is
good.
what? That's a 22, and then just for fun, 10.
Let's do the 22.
You could be wrong. You could be wrong. I mean, the arcane arts have as their foundation alchemical practices that, I mean, they cease to be exciting once you get tapped into authentic magic. But they have their uses. You are convinced, and the extent to which you are interested in it is up to you as a player. But this is the information. You think you are witnessing a marriage ceremony between two elements.
Oops, interested.
At the culmination of this ceremony, there is not two entities, but a single new entity with distinct physical properties.
Saw the honeymoon too.
So
Yeah, the full meal deal.
Tell us more.
These are configurable entities. But what governs why I pointed out,
Yeah.
say these two have joined, they've become something new. How do they decide? Do they have their own minds?
Of course. Everything we do, Mr. Draub, is like a pantomime of what they do here. And we're not very good at it. We fail constantly.
Yes.
To mirror it.
Start sweating. Start seeing like
Yes. She says, Mr. Draub, these are esoteric teachings to be sure. I don't even know why I'm bringing them up. Are you familiar with an entity known as the
I spit take. There is no water in my mouth, but a lot of water comes out.
Sand.
Holding it.
Just teeth.
Not nearly as much as I would like to be.
She says, well, keep your eyes open.
No blinking from this point on.
Right.
It's very literal.
You can see rows of patient, friendly, liquid entities lining up and filing into various buildings and then filing out of other doors in those buildings.
Mm-hmm. What do they need? What are these buildings?
She says they are negotiating the real.
Yes, states of existence. This is where we should have our headquarters. Everybody, it's time for, let's vote. Just real quick.
You can't call a vote. I can call a vote. We should move here.
I pull out the documentancy ledger. Like, are we taking a vote?
No. She says, you can't stay here very long. It's not safe. We're not meant for it. But we can stay here long enough for you to learn the lesson I've brought you here to learn, which is that causality is a joke.
You'll brook no argument from this
and you
one.
you see her teeth, like too much of them, and you can see her lips pull back too far around a mouthful of too sharp teeth.
I agree. And then, as though it's like some sort of a primate response, I also do the same. Like so there's concordance.
Right. She says, well, I'm going to need to teach you some basics, some basic materials. We're just going to have a little class.
Yes, I'm ready.
On this
Are you
bridge?
sure?
Yes.
Look at her. Look what she's become. She reeks of death. Her legs are a mess.
Hey,
That's very lifeist of you.
I think we can all agree that this is all accurate.
I'd like
This
to
is-
meet Jeff.
This is not the Dol Droma that you knew. Why do you want to become this?
I don't want to become that. I want to learn what there is to learn. I want to hear her out.
Wisdom has a cost, and this is it. Please be careful.
that part I agree with.
I go,
That part's correct.
I will be careful, but I have
The cost
to.
is great.
And I say, what if she's telling the truth?
I guess one of us could do an insight check and find out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm extremely good at that.
In real life,
So you're telling me to be careful, and I go, Dol Droma, will we be changed by this?
changed.
I mean,
I've already told you that causality and events and
Point to her legs.
it's all
Yeah.
nonsense. I mean,
yes.
change is the only
The only constant.
constant. I mean, the only thing we can really believe in.
What's going on below the equator, though?
change we can
I don't want any of that, you know?
The southern reaches.
Yeah.
You're doing this because you have our best interests at heart. Right.
I'm doing this because you're grievously misled, and I think that I can provide you a better way. If those are synonyms.
Okay, and I want to roll an insight check on that.
Yeah.
I will give you advantage.
Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, that's Jack. Oh my god.
Just went
It's
past
an 11.
This is your friend Dol Droma, and she is doing her best by you.
Okay, so I look at Rosie and I say very convincingly, I go, it's going to be okay.
All right. And she says, I love how you've got him carrying the bag.
What? And I go, absolutely.
I love this.
This is
What
what
are you
happens
talking
as you
about?
rise up the ranks.
No.
He's just gonna let this unfold.
And I
You
go,
want to speak of betrayal? You want to talk about betrayal? I'll tell you about betrayal.
I think that Donaar Blitzen is an incredible shelf.
What the?
agreed.
We're not friends, and I don't want to learn anything from you. And if you want to speak about being betrayed by Omen, I did nothing but do my best for this team. Fight hard, protect everyone, heal everyone. And I was betrayed by this one to Omen.
No.
Actually, now that you mention it, I was betrayed by this one to Omen as well.
Yeah, she narked on you. What'd she do to you?
Nothing. We're good. As long as this lesson bears out, I think we're square.
Yeah, we're here to learn. I'm not here to listen. This squabble.
These are petty things. Imagine
I'm
undoing
writing this
these
all
wrongs.
down.
Listen to the drow for once.
Dol Droma, I wouldn't want you to go into this with any misconceptions. Our documents are Donaar Blitzen.
I look at Rosie, and
Really?
it just says Walnut will remember this.
He just reminded me, like, wait, Walnut narked on me. I'm gonna narc on her.
Donaar Blitzen,
But it's for your,
Yeah.
it's for your own good.
Documenter.
Yeah.
A momentary oversight.
How did this happen?
She wrote to Omen and, I don't know, told on me or something.
I
And then we
filed
switched roles.
the proper forms in accordance with my job, and temporarily, Donaar is our documenter.
Everything's temporary on a cosmological scale.
Sure,
true.
yes, surely.
Causality means nothing. Please teach me more.
Right, surely these are trivialities.
Thank you. Honestly, I really like where you're getting to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody appreciates me.
Yeah. And she says, Documenter Blitzen, if you would
Present.
be so kind as to produce
But it's him demanding a present.
Yeah.
as to produce the sheath.
Of course.
Not that one.
Nope, put that one away.
Wrong.
Nope. Not that one either.
Kevin gets
I
it.
was going to say, Kevin is
Kevin
sort of
gets it.
snooting around in
Yeah.
there. As you withdraw it, you can see that there actually is an entry. There's a communique from the head office.
No.
Does Dol Droma?
Kevin, come on. Keep up.
Look,
Hitting my tail.
it says that Kevin, employee of the C team, has been granted Documenter level 2.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, we're really leaning into this, huh? So the tail is level 2? It was Donaar level 1? All right.
See that tail? Did you go over my head?
You too? First Wall Knight, now you. Who can I trust?
He's apparently filled out all the forms.
I'm picking up with this Jeff character's putting down.
I love it. So,
Kevin works hard, though. He deserves it.
He does work hard.
He deserves it.
I don't like him, but I respect him.
but God damn it. So the sheath itself is operating at an optimal level. Any sheet that was torn out and been used here has been replaced. So she may be correct. This strange place, whether Omen intended it to be true or not, is connected with the document, with the art of documancy in some fundamental way.
Oh want to use it.
Just clumsily pawing it.
I get close to Dol Droma and I'm like, please teach me how to change causality.
Right here. So
Please.
She's like,
Sooner the better.
it's not. It's not. She says,
Upside down.
it's not hard. You just have to know who to talk to.
Who do I talk to?
She directs your attention to the greatest of the distant spires.
Okay.
And she says,
Slay it.
we need to make sure that everything we've put through is correct.
Absolutely.
So there's several documents
Yes, finally.
that need to be constructed perfectly and to the letter.
Yes.
Can't wait.
All right. Right. She says, first, we need to craft.
Spell that. Craft.
Spell first. Spell.
Spell first. Spell it all out.
Spell every
Ignore
part of
him.
the spell.
Ignore
No.
him.
No.
With a K. With a K.
The mac and cheese. It's the grocery list.
How many K's are in first?
Yeah.
She just to writhe infinitely within. She says, the document we're going to put forth,
I'll put forth.
the document you will put forth is a document to unmake a totalizing incident. Write that down.
Tomato icing.
Oh, God.
Is that like some sort of potato?
Oh, no.
Let Kevin do it.
Tomato icing. Innocent. Got it.
I think Donaar has this. You got this. Yeah.
I gotta imagine Kevin takes the quill
taking
out
it.
of it,
Yeah.
out of Donaar's hand.
This is a horror.
I'm
Yeah.
not friends with anybody on that side of the table anymore. Walnut is pissed.
She says, should I direct these to the tail? Is that part of this?
His name's Kevin.
Does outrank me.
Kevin?
Yes, he is
It's
ranked
for the
two.
best. She says, okay, Kevin, we need to emphasize that there has been a counter-uniformity, and we are authorizing a maximum decrease of local entropy. Okay, and it's perfect.
Beautiful handwriting,
but it
like
doesn't get
calligraphy.
A
Yeah.
single tear.
Just
It's beautiful work.
I hate to admit it.
Magnificent.
All right, now, Cthulhu,
Yes.
every piece of language that's being applied to this document, you can see the ramifications of.
I mean, yeah, you could be talking to Cthulhu or me,
Yeah.
but yes.
Like
I'm listening.
everything, and so it's like any letter that gets changed changes outcomes. You're just aware of what the result, like the end result of it would be. You see like the compiled code.
This is a question I was going to ask Dol Droma,
Yeah.
which is, this is being dictated or written, I want to ask, how have you overcome the limitation of language without the instruction having to be infinite?
She says, okay, this isn't really how we do it, but I need to teach you how it would be done for a regular person. She holds the documents out and she folds them over on themselves in a almost like an origami way. And as she folds them corner to corner, they become cubes of various sizes with convex and concave sections. Just these mean the same thing. This box means the same thing. This box can negate totalizing incidents. Okay? What's wrong?
I don't like it.
Well, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Take it how you like. Listen.
Oh, he says it in the box.
And she's like, these are no longer documents. These can be freely manipulated. Who wants to give it a try?
Oh my God. Please. It should have been me from the start.
Okay, absolutely. Come at it.
Okay.
This is a brand new skill. You have no idea what you're doing.
Sure.
You're going to take a run at it. I want to see it.
Okay. I get in there and I fold a corner of one of the things.
Okay.
I get in there and I have like so much determination, and then I go to do it, and I'm like, this.
It pulls completely out and flattens back out into a piece of paper. And there's like a little, like a very small exhalation of breath from Dol Droma, like that wasn't good.
Okay, fine. I go to the next one because there were 2, right?
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, that's probably a better one to try for someone who's just starting, like for a new, like not a child, but like someone who's never done it before.
Yes.
Not like a stupid person, but like
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
not
was
a
just
dummy.
a beginner.
Yeah.
Unluck.
Too
thing.
hard.
Yes.
On that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
go for the counter uniformity. Much simpler.
I want to have an aside with Cthulhu while this is happening.
Sure.
Real quick.
You gotta watch out because this may just be like,
That's fine. That's fine. But Rosie, like, she marches right up to you, tugs on your cloak at waist height. It's like, you're just gonna let them manipulate causality? I don't even know what this is, but I know that you should have a problem with it. You're just gonna let people do this? How many actors can you have on this stage? This is not a good idea. There's nothing good that can come of this. Plus, I don't even think it's real. But none of this is.
it's dumb. Also, it's very dangerous. And it sucks. And nobody cares about it. But it's the worst.
It's like crystallized piss everywhere. Let's get out of here.
Don't speak ill of crystallized piss. Watch your mouth, grandmother.
You don't see any issues with this?
You hear Donaar.
I've only seen issues with it done incorrectly. The problem was we don't have a way of codifying how to do it properly.
Right. Walnut she just did a thing, it went flat. Who knows how many planes of existence just got wiped out?
And then you hear Donaar go, it's my turn. The actual documenter should be doing this.
No, you did your part.
See?
It's 2 against 1.
See?
There's 2 documents.
Yeah, well, I decide I do it.
Well, there's
seem like a good idea?
2. Then we're even then.
No. And
Kevin gets a vote.
There's 3 levels of, honestly,
Yeah.
between the 2 of them, that's the level 3 documenter.
3-level documenter.
All right,
This is a challenge. I'm trying to figure out the thread here. Hold on a second.
fine.
Cthulhu says, no. You go ahead. Sorry.
I go hard on the next one.
Okay. Tell me how you go hard.
Okay, I mean, I saw her do this.
Right.
Did I, like, perceive how to do it at all?
Let's find out.
Okay.
How do you want to do it? As they
I
say.
want to do it with perception,
Yeah.
and I want advantage.
Okay.
want it
An advantage you shall have.
Okay, that is a 21
God.
Yikes.
and a 21.
Okay. Yes, you think that you could do it. You think that you understand how she's putting these things together,
It's so simple.
but
It's in the computer.
but as a direct result of the 21, you think that there's not much. You think that she is especially attuned, perhaps because of her skills, because she was basically given the training wheels with Documency. You think that she may be uniquely susceptible to these laws as well.
Oh.
You think that she has internalized them to such an extent that she is herself almost contained within it.
Oh, I wonder if I can. I immediately wonder if I can.
Unfuck her?
Yeah, unfuck her. That's exactly what I think. Me, Walnut. No, I wonder if I can help her in some way.
This is a stunning thought, and I want you to rest with it for a second.
Okay.
So, Donaar, if you'd be so kind, Josh.
Oh boy.
What?
Me?
This is a good episode.
So Kevin is watching the blocks. Like it got broken up,
Okay.
and then Kevin is as a tail, completely out of its element. It can do the writing and it can sign the things and it can flop around, but these blocks, you've played with them before.
The
Oh shit.
the shadow cubes.
These blocks themselves, just how they fit together and what they mean, but it didn't make any particular impression on you. It was just a game that you played with your father. So you could, something like chess, where essentially you were creating armies against each other, intentions that you would contend with each other, and you always had an edge at it. Thanks, Josh. So you're looking down at these documents, and you can see that the corner got untucked and then just flopped open. But this is idiotic. Like, the level of complexity here is inane. Like, there's nothing about it that's difficult.
An idiot baby could do it?
Yeah.
But so to Donaar, it looks like the game that he used to play.
You don't think that there's any difference between the game that you used to play in this.
Okay.
You don't know why that would be, but this is literally child's play.
Great charity.
So, so when Donaar sees Walnut messing with these, he just, I guess it's all snaps to him, and he just says, "You're gonna lose. The flank is undefended." If these look like armies in pieces,
Yeah.
he just says, the flank's undefended. You're gonna lose in 3 turns."
And I say, "Shut up, idiot." That's not even what we're doing.
Well, yeah, it's just the grammar is wrong, right? The grammar of the battle, the phalanx is exposed.
Yeah. He's like, this, you're gonna lose. You're 3 turns away from losing if you keep doing this. Now he's just like backseat driving. Like, you gotta move your paladins over here. You gotta use the dragon flank over here.
Yeah, both Rosie and
She's
Chris are now
wrong.
like paying attention to, because
Yeah.
Donaar's speaking in a way that isn't making Walnut want to kill him. So
Yeah, Dol Droma says that's not strictly speaking true.
well, I want to hear you out. What would you do? How would you complete this board?
From the position it's in now, and then he just starts making an attempt to mess with things.
No way.
Over Walnut's shoulders.
I'm batting him away. I'm like, I can do this. Don't ghost me.
I mean, you just don't know the rules. It's really simple if you see.
If it's simple, I can do it then.
I just don't want you to lose. And you're gonna lose if you keep doing like this.
I'm not gonna lose. I know exactly how it's done now.
According to the board.
What does he mean?
But I perceive how to do it.
Yes. Yes.
So you perceive how to play, just not how to win.
Yeah.
Walnut is so
You have a sense.
stubborn, though.
You have a
I know,
sense. Of,
exactly.
You have a
Oh, yeah.
sense
So
of the
great.
grammar.
Oh, and you would not want Donaar helping you either.
No, so-
Of all the places to get advice from.
So I look at Dol Droma and
She nods encouragingly.
I want to refold the document that fell apart, and I want to refold it in such a way that would revert Dol Droma.
Oh, you want to try to reconstruct it?
I want to fix her.
You can't do it with these pieces.
I can't do it with these pieces.
These
and I know
pieces
that?
wouldn't do it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
These pieces are specifically about
The town.
a highly localized entropic event
Okay.
and
okay,
its
okay.
reversion.
If I know that, then
But you think that,
wanna
at
do
least
that.
in this place, you may be able to build something, but it's going to take some doing.
Okay.
And she said people can't live here very long, so you don't know how long very long is. But everything that you are considering
yes.
is absolutely possible.
Okay. And I want to, if I can't do it with these pieces, I want to
You'd have to make them.
I want to make them.
Yeah.
I go, fine. Donaar, you know what? You play with these.
And said, all right, I will.
So in your mind, Donaar, as you're looking at it, almost like in the negative space, like you can see what you're presenting, but you can see again, very simple. The types of feints and attacks that your father would make. So you sort of know what you have to contend with. You can only see half the board, but you know what it has to look like to defeat the rules.
Yeah. But so in an analog type game where there's a winner and a loser, right? There's only two outcomes. Like, he couldn't perceive, multi-dimensional outcomes, right? There's only one way this can go. It's like you win. So it's like there's only one thing he can do.
It's always a possibility, but think of it more like an actual battle as opposed to an abstract battle. There are many outcomes of two forces clashing, right? And generally speaking, you accept that there is going to be some losses.
Yeah.
But perfecting this is the challenge.
Yeah.
Because there are many laws and bylaws and tertiary subclauses.
Yeah, and the ultimate goal
is to
win.
Exactly.
Is to win with minimizing loss. So that's how he would operate. Now, what that equates to within this particular puzzle, he would have no concept of. He's not.
Right.
He's not in the present.
He's on autopilot, right?
Yeah.
Like he's living in memory.
He's beautiful minding a Rubik's Cube at the moment.
I walk over and I'm observing this, and I say, teach me what you're doing.
She's going to need a set.
Yeah.
If she wants to learn and play, she's going to need a set.
Can he point to things and try to approximate what these pieces are, or does it not even look anything similar?
You can teach her what the individual pieces are, but she doesn't know the opponent.
Yeah.
Right? She doesn't know what she's trying to counter.
Yeah.
She knows like half of a phone conversation, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, so does Donaar kind of at this point, right? He's just kind of, but he's so instinctual.
He's basing it on contending with a master.
What potential counterattacks could be. So, I mean, he tries his best, and he's trying to approximate what things are, like he would teach someone chess or Go or anything.
Does Donaar say things like, well, my dad used to do this maneuver, but I've always found that, like, does that come up in the lesson?
You could teach with history.
He would. If you want
to try to confer it.
Yeah.
If you want to try to explain.
He would anecdotally explain.
Well, it's almost certainly. I mean, you learned it in the context of great Janari battles.
Yeah. And he would say as much. Like, this is a game we used to play. This is a game that we played at my house. Like, I can show you. I can try to show you.
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll take advantage.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's a 10.
10. Not bad.
Yeah.
11. You get across all the basics. Okay. You would have to build her army, but she could use it effectively.
Okay.
Yeah, this is mostly just because Rosie is so curious about why this exact game is something that you would know.
Yeah.
So just being like, hey, will you teach me that? Is her, like, grandma way of being like, can you explain what the hell's going on in your head, please?
Yeah. Part of my child's life.
Well, and like, he would not even, he would just, it's like, I guess the excitement at seeing the game would, the reality of the situation would fall away. It was just like, oh, I used to love this game.
Do you think you can win?
I think we can get us to not lose. I think I can undo a couple of these.
They're functionally the same.
These moves we had.
The opponent is what has happened.
There's a war being waged right here.
Yes.
And all I can do, I can get it so we can't get hit.
Mm-hmm. I 100% agree. It's just different language.
And they just start moving pieces
Walnut
around.
doing while this is happening?
Walnut has been.
The focus really is here. You have carte blanche.
Walnut has went. I want to say snuck some paper out of the documentsy bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
in front of Kevin. Oh, he would be so mad.
I'll do it.
You tear it out.
Yeah.
You tear it out and it's there.
It's replaced.
I don't have anything in my hand?
No, you have it in your hand.
Oh, great.
But you tear it out and it is as though it is replaced on the way down.
Perfect. I can't wait to get this book for myself. So I tear out as much as I need, and I am compiling the pieces that I need while everyone is distracted.
I love this.
Okay.
I didn't know how I was going to
Do what you need to
hurt you
do.
this season.
That's
Oh, come
scary.
on.
Oh my
But-
God.
It just falls right in my lap.
making
Hey,
her
listen.
pieces.
Right now, so
Great.
you
I stopped making pieces.
so you are. Tell me what you are trying to craft, and tell me what you are trying to contend with.
Walnut wants to prove her mastery of it by helping Dol Droma get back her previous form. I'm not trying to undo her knowledge. I'm just trying to undo this because I perceive her as outside the natural order of things, and that doesn't make sense to me. I want her to be back in the natural order.
No, a lich would make no sense to.
Sure.
Well,
I want her to be back in the natural order of things so that I can. I feel that I will be able to better understand what is going on if
love
I
it.
can speak to her like a regular person.
I love all of this. I think this is great, and I'm so glad we're playing Dungeons and Dragons again. Now, so hook me up. How you gonna do it? How you gonna do it?
I get all the pieces.
You have all the documents,
Yes, it's all done.
ink. You ready to go?
Ink ready to go. I
What? So, but again, so what are you contending with? I know what you want the outcome here.
right.
What are you trying to account for in the way that
trying to
Donaar is
account
trying to
for
account for this
a
enemy force?
like an embodiment displacement form, something like that. Like a
love it.
transfer of self.
Oh,
addendum.
okay. To contend with?
Yes.
I love it. Okay, that's really, really awesome. Historically, we've used, we did Documency check at basically +2,
Sure.
and you would use that against your.
I wouldn't get a plus now, would I?
But you have the experience of a second level Documency, even if you don't have the
Okay.
license,
Finally, some life experience.
right?
What's Kevin doing?
No, never.
Him.
I like Kevin and I hiss. No.
I'm gonna give you advantage
Wow.
because Rosie doesn't want you to fail, even though she disagrees with your decisions.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, so it's a 13. Oh, did you see it was like almost
Yeah,
a
almost
did.
there. Yeah.
All right, I got a 13. The number of the beast in some places.
Yep.
Number
Iceland, I
Friday
think.
in some places.
That's great. So you construct all of these pieces, and you think that in the right configuration, presented to whatever she has directed you to in this central area, you suspect that you will have enunciated yourself well.
Then I am all about that. 100%. That is what I'm dialed into. I'm ignoring everybody else.
Absolutely. I love everything about this.
I'm sorry, Walnut's a piece of shit, everybody.
So what's next
She's
for
our piece of shit.
what's next?
That's
Yeah,
what matters.
what's next for Donaar?
Yeah.
I mean, you're accounting for these feints and sub maneuvers, assassins.
So if this is a game and you're playing a game,
Yeah.
are there pieces? Is he seeing pieces being countered? In my mind, he's just basically setting up half a chessboard, right? And he's like, "This is the
It's like playing Battleship.
Yeah, exactly. But you know where the attacks are going to
Well,
come
yeah.
from.
I mean, well, it's like you can steal a defense, and it's like I'm assuming they're going to come this, and do this
Exactly.
counterattack, and I'm setting it up. But does it ever like progress to the point where you start seeing things
Not here.
adversely affected? Okay.
Not here. But you have enunciated your position quite well.
Does he see what Walnut's doing?
Walnut is, you are, like, you suggested a beautiful mind, and I'm just going to maintain that metaphor. You are here constructing a lethal existential grammar.
Okay. Well, I was going to say if he sees someone basically making new pieces, like that's like saying, "Oh, give me that rook. I can add an extra rook here."
I'd love to say that I was witnessing what you're doing, but I'm too focused on the
Same.
progress being made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is that's how it would be in the movie.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he would also be excited to try to teach something
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone treats him like an
No,
idiot.
good.
So he's like, hey.
We're thrilled to learn
Yeah,
from
and
you.
it's like,
Go on.
wow, well, gosh, about time, guys. Well, hey, hop on in here.
Well, so
This does this.
Dol Droma is flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't understand, like instinct. That's not how she operates. But I'll do his dialogue. She is like right over, like hunched over it, and like pointing at individual pieces, and then like withdrawing, like a person deciding what chess move. She's like pointing at individual pieces and pulling her hand back, and she says, "You've done this instinctively."
Every time she goes for a piece, he'll go like, you'll lose in 6. No, you'll lose in 9.
She is looking down, and she finally withdraws her hand and says, "I don't understand."
I don't either. It's just a game.
And she says, "Show me."
Yes.
Anyone want to object?
No.
Although, I don't know. He's not really a fan. She's a jerk to him.
No, I
lately.
got my way.
Yeah, I don't...
Right. And I feel like as a paladin, this creature would be distasteful to you.
Yeah. And also, he hasn't liked her from the word go. Like, smashing the city and
like,
just being a jerk. And it's like where he was excited to teach you two, he was just like, no.
Yep.
No, I will not.
over.
No, I will not.
She says, "Because you lose."
Well,
No.
Jeez.
I don't think. I mean, I haven't lost. It's been years since I've lost. Put it that way.
It's been years since he's played.
She says, "That's a yes then?"
Would you want to challenge? Are you saying you want to play me?
She brings her finger up from her own satchel, black matte leather, with the imprint of the 6 emblazoned upon it, and she just encourages her sheath to rise, and then as it is before her, as it fans open, she looks at what you're doing, looks down at her pieces, looks at what you're doing, does the document, folds it gingerly, deftly, and then sets her pieces down. Now, what I would like you to do is I would like you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Oh, boy.
You
Give
bring
yourself advantage.
Give us charges, my boy.
Well, he's flat. It's not at least a negative or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I will give advantage.
To myself.
Yeah, or I guess disadvantage against.
It's up to you.
Yeah, either
Which
way.
one do you?
Is it going to be a contest?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I'll disadvantage her. You advantage yourself.
Okay.
Oh, really? So how do you do that?
Yeah.
I'll distract her.
Yeah, nice.
Really? Tell me how.
Show her those gams.
Can I?
Well,
Legs I don't
well,
have
also-
anymore.
Very quickly. What is a gam? I don't know.
A
Actually know.
leggy.
It's a leg.
It's a
It's a
leg?
leg.
She stick the leggy out real far.
Like too far.
2 inches of it.
The other thing is, like, he is taught at a basic level, like
Right.
what the game is too. So
Ooh, that's good too.
yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that's
so
right.
you have a very rudimentary understanding of what's happening.
So just like in that Pumping Iron documentary where Arnold is like, he asked me for advices, I just give him the wrong advices. That's what I'm gonna do.
Wait, you're gonna hook up some wrong advices?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here. So give me some persuade.
Okay.
Oh.
Are you good? Do you want to roll
What should I
first?
roll mine? When should I roll mine?
But
This one first?
She's
Okay.
building the army now, so let's have her do this.
All right, wow. That's 15.
Hey.
Oh, come on, the fucking craw though. I like it. So give me a little bit of this flavor.
Okay, so Rosie is very transparent, but she's suddenly like, "Oh yeah, now that you're playing the game, now you're one of us." So this is her, and she's looking at the pieces, and she's looking at, and again, this like she learned this 5 minutes ago, so it's maybe not the best advice, or it might not even be the worst advice, but she's particularly the things that Donaar's like, "Oh yeah, you never do that." She's to Dol Droma. She's like, I think a very cool strategy would be something he's not expecting, and I know for a fact he's not expecting this.
No.
Yeah, no, seriously. Give it a shot. Come on. What could happen?
Okay.
Did you contest
Alright.
me?
I did. Well, that happened.
Okay.
But I have rolled it
All right.
according to your
Okay.
juice.
9 and. Man, I'm not having a good day. So 9.
Okay.
What's all these piss crystals everywhere?
I'm distracted.
She arranges just a tactical feast on her side. Imagine a charcuterie plate of lethal intention.
Dark cutery.
You're a
face.
bad person, but not really.
That's the thumbnail.
That was too much. That was too much, and I'm sorry.
No, I accept it.
And she arranges it out, and they negate each other. They exist. It's like they taunt. Like she has basically weighted her side of the board to counter your side of the board. What I would like you to do now is I would like you to give me a history check.
Cthulhu, do you want to donate anything to this history check?
You don't have to.
Oh, I'm
I'm plus 4.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to figure out.
It's healthy.
Chris will just want to see what is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Outcome. Good outcome.
17. 21.
Yeah, that's very, very good. You think, now that you've had a chance to see, you've sort of been shadow boxing before, now that you've seen a true opponent, had a chance to test your stratagem, you think when it comes time to present this to the fundamental court, you think you'll be able to make your case with great efficacy.
Okay.
We're going to go into that next Wednesday because she beat the thing. Got beat.
I hate it. I hate that thing.
Hate it.
Next Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel. Of course, Merely was please you. Don't go nowhere. We're going to come back and do table talk according to the ancient laws. It's going to be a super good time. Don't go nowhere. See ya.